Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. Uh, Actually, I've said this before, but this video is going to be short. But first, before we begin the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so that way you can get notified of any new video that comes on. If you have any video that you want me to do, you want me to give my opinion on, put it in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to give you an opinion, my take on the topic that you're requesting. You can also connect with me on Facebook at Carlos Flores, or you can connect with me on Instagram at Back on Basics. And so also don't forget to give a like to this video. And so today's video is actually very simple. A lot of times we tend to forget, we tend to live in the moment. We tend to forget to live in the present moment. We tend to forget to be grateful for everything that we have and everything that all the people that support us, right? Our support systems, our village, right? Those are the people that help us get to the neutral zone. You want to get to the neutral zone so that way you can balance your mind and your body, and also at the same time make the best decisions. And the thing is, you have to be grateful. If you're not grateful, that means that you're not appreciating everything around you. You're not being in that moment where you see what people are doing for you. You see how people are supporting you. You see how life is just going by. It's amazing, right? That I have the opportunity to be in front of all of you, to be in front of hundreds and maybe even thousands and eventually millions of people talking about topics that are very dear and near to my heart and things that I've gone through school. And I want to share with you because I think that that's going to make things a little bit better, or maybe help you adapt so that way you can get to a point where you're able to do, or you're able to get to what you want to get to. Remember, life is not a race, right? It's a marathon. My marathon has been going and going and going and going. It's like that pebble, right? I always say it. It's like a pebble. If you just drop it down a mountain, a snowy mountain, as it goes down, it compacts and compacts. The snow compacts and becomes bigger. The pebble becomes not seen anymore because it's so full of snow, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and you get to a point where velocity and speed and momentum, that pebble that now is more of a stone made of snow is unstoppable. And that's what I'm trying to for you to get into that mindset that at some point you'll be unstoppable. At some point you will get to a point where you'll remember the things that you did at the beginning, right? I started with one video, and then it was two, and then it was three, and it went up, and it went up, and it went up, and it went up. And now it's almost 140 videos. I have like 80, I think 80 shorts, if I'm not mistaken. And so it's been growing, and the momentum keeps going. And believe me, if you ask me, I'm still a little pebble. You can see the little pebble right now. But eventually I'm going to get to the point where velocity and that momentum, it's going to be unstoppable. But at the same time, I'm going to help you going downhill. I want you to recommend topics for me to do so. And some of you have. And that's the reason why I've been doing topics like this. And some of you have said, tell me more of your stories. And that's why I've been doing what I've been doing. And some of you tell me, just be yourself and just tell me what you are thinking at this moment. And at this moment right now, at 8:50 p.m. Pacific time. I'm thinking about having gratitude. I mean, being grateful for everything that I have, being grateful that I'm able to get up, I'm able to work, I'm able to go to school, I'm able to do this, I'm able to support my family, I'm able to do a lot of things. And it's hard because at the same time, and I've said this in other videos. My dad is back in El Salvador, and my dad has terminal cancer, and he's getting worse every day. I'm trying to process things. I'm trying to be an understanding son. My brother and I are trying to be understanding sons because we could have said, Dad, you need to stay here in the United States so that way you can get dialysis, so that way you can live a year or two more. But you know what? That's not my life, right? That's not my life. That's my dad's life. And my dad wants to be in El Salvador and wants to connect with his family, wants to connect with his friends, wants to live out his last days over there. See, I'm getting emotional because, without the dialysis, he's deteriorating. He's getting worse every day. And so I am grateful for the fact that my brother and I can sacrifice being there for the last days because we don't know how long he has. And grateful because he is where he should be, with friends in the country that he was born, in the country that he lived for most of his life. And he's done a lot. Grateful. Don't forget, because being grateful humbles you. It makes you feel that you're human. It makes you feel mortal, right? Some people think that you're going to live forever. Well, you're not. And that's the bottom line. Some people think that they're going to be rich forever. Well, maybe not. But in the present moment, you have to be grateful. You have to know, right? You have to know what people are supporting you, right? What is helping you stay ahead every single time? What keeps you going? Keeps me going, right? Again, pandemic. I got laid off. Thank goodness I'm still teaching psychology. I love that. I am grateful for the University of Phoenix because I'm grateful that I'm still teaching psychology, and I love it. I love interacting with the students, right? But I had to start again, which was very, 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 very frustrating because I've been scaling the mountain, right? I've been going up and up and up, and I thought, okay, at some point I was gonna start going down and be that pebble that it is in the snowy mountain. But it seems like the mountain keeps on getting higher. And so now I'm starting all over again. My career as a special education teacher, right? Right now I'm a 5th and 6th grade teacher in special ed. I love it. I get it. I love it. I'm not okay with starting from scratch. I'm not. I'm 48 and I'm starting from scratch. So if you're younger, even if you're older, and you think that you're going to give up because you think that you have to start over again, this is like my 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th time that I'm starting over. I can count the things that I've done. Born in El Salvador, Civil War, came over here. Actually, even before that, I went to a Catholic school. Then I didn't go because of the firefights and the shootings and everything. Then I went to a school in El Salvador. Then we came to the United States. I did fifth grade twice, so that way I can learn how to speak English, so I can start all over again. And then after that, in middle school, I learned how to love literature. I was part of ROTC, JROTC, which is kind of like the Army, junior Army program. Then we moved from San Francisco to Richmond, and I started all over again. But I made a lot of friends, and I have a lot of support system, and I still have support systems that are still supporting me to this day. I graduated from there, and then I wanted to go to community college. I wanted to go to, what's it called? Anyways, the community college in San Pablo. One person said that I couldn't do it, and he wouldn't enroll me because I would have to pay 3 times as much, even though I have lived in this country for, at that time, since I was 9 and I was 18. And he said no. And so we didn't give up. I didn't give up. Then I got accepted into UC Davis, regardless of whether or not, right? Because at all this time that I've been going through this, I went from asylum because of the war to resident, finally to a U.S. citizen. Again and again. So I've fallen down and I've gotten up. And I've fallen down and I've gotten up. And guess what? Right now, that's the reason why it was so easy for me to tell my dad, go ahead, Dad. Go back to El Salvador. Enjoy your days. I hate it. But enjoy your days. I appreciate the fact that you were able to raise me with manners, with respect, with self-respect, but being able to be a provider, being able to love education, being able to fall down and get up. Because that's what he said, fall down and get up. Fall down and get up. Worked at a hotel for like over 35 years. I mean, he has a pension that's bigger than most people's Social Security combined. And it's like, I mean, he worked hard. He has worked hard. It is time for him to enjoy being with family. So you have to be grateful. Again, this is not a video about psychological terms. It's not about, what to do, in order to prepare for different things. It's about a lesson in being grateful. You have to be grateful, because if you don't, eventually it's going to get to the point where you won't have time to be grateful, to enjoy what you thought you were going to enjoy, to do the things that you thought you were going to do eventually, because eventually it's going to go away, and then you won't have time. So again, be grateful, be in the moment, be here in the present, right? Be in the neutral zone so you can make the best decisions possible. At the same time, make sure that you balance yourself. Yes, work is great, but you also have to take care of yourself, and you have to take care of others that are taking care of you. Take care of your village. Take care of your support system. Take care of your family. So again, being grateful, that's what it means to me. This is just my definition of being grateful, right? It's a lot of things that you go through, and you realize, again, life is not a race. It's a marathon. It's a marathon. And guess what? I'm still running that marathon, right? I'm trying to be as healthy as I can so that way I am able to run the marathon for as long as possible. Again, right? My dad is at the tail end. He's almost at the end point, and it sucks. But I'm grateful that he's where he wants to be. And I'm grateful that my mom is there to support him as well. And even though, we may get the news anytime, anytime, I'm still grateful because he taught me how to be grateful, how to be a provider, how to have compassion, how to love education, how to be fair, how to support your family, how to support your village that has raised you and has made you who you are. And that's just the ones that I can think of right now because my mind is just running. So again, this is not one of those hokey videos that I usually do with a message. And believe me, those are good videos. You should go watch them. This is more of a video of to thank the 63 subscribers. Thank you. To thank all those people that forward my videos to other people. Thank you. To all the people that, no matter what, no matter how much I communicate or how much I don't communicate, thank you for still connecting with me. For the people in El Salvador, you know who you are. We're taking care of my dad and my mom. Thank you. I'm very grateful that even in times where I could be down. I could feel bad, but I'm grateful. Very grateful. So again, subscribe to my YouTube channel, 9985. Man, I'm still like, you can tell. I'm emotional. This is as emotional as I can get. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of new videos that come on. Hit the like button so you can give it a like. Be grateful. That's the video today. If you have any topics that I can talk to you about, that I can give you my take on, in the comment section. Put it in the comment section. Connect with me at Carlos Flores on Facebook. Connect with me via Instagram at Back on Basics. Again, be grateful. Support system. Your village, right? Body balance. If all of that is kicking in, you're in the zone. You're in the present moment. You're making the best decisions that you can make. You're sharper than a knife that cuts through paper. But at the same time, you're humble and you're grateful for everything that everybody is giving you and has given you. Till next time, Back on Basics.